Alright everybody, and welcome back to the Goodie Pantry. So today we're going to be making a marbled orange loaf cake. That's it on the screen. As you can see, it's a nice looking cake and it always goes down well every time people have tried it. So there's the ingredients on the screen, and let's get straight on the video. But remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. So here's our ingredients. So we've got our flour, margarine, caster sugar, cocoa powder, eggs, dark chocolate. I'm using Bourneville, and I've got a very large orange. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cream our butter and sugar together. Now today I'm just going to use a hand whisk, electric hand whisk, and when you do this, make sure you really beat the butter and the sugar for a good amount of time. You really want the margarine or the butter to go quite pale in colour, and this is what is going to be best for your cake for it to rise. So I've done mine here for about 5 minutes, and you can see how pale it's gone. And it is quite important that we beat the sugar and the butter for a good length of time. Over the last couple of years, a lot of ingredients have changed in margarines and baking blocks, and people have had varied results. But if you make sure you beat it really well, it'll still come out fine. So now we're going to add our eggs. I'm just doing one at a time. As I say, I'm going to pour it on now and switch it straight back off. Don't over beat the eggs. So then I'm going to add another one, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just on, after 2 seconds, switch it off. Then I'm going to put the third one in, and now I'm going to beat it for a few more seconds to incorporate it all in. So next we're going with our orange. So you want the zest and the juice of the orange. Now, my oranges I've got, they're quite large. So as a comparison for you, this orange weighed 280 grams. So if you've got large oranges, use one. If your orange is smaller, give them a weigh, and you might need 2 smaller ones. So once you've got the zest and the juice in of the orange, then start adding your flour. Now I would recommend doing this and sifting the flour. And then once you've got that done, then just going to gently and slowly start mixing this in and folding in the flour. Until you've got a nice cake batter just like this. So now what we're going to do, we're going to separate the mixture. So in one part of the mixture, we're going to be putting the cocoa powder and the chocolate. Now, you can weigh this if you want to get it exact. I know it by doing it by eye, so I'm just doing it by eye. But for the chocolate one, you want to split this mixture 60-40. So you want 40% of the mixture for the chocolate one. Because you're going to do what we're doing now, with the cocoa powder and the chocolate, it's going to boost the volume because you're adding more ingredients. So just like the flour, make sure, especially for cocoa powder, you can see all them lumps. Make sure you get, and then just push that through the sieve. And then we've got our melted chocolate. Again, I'm using Bourneville, but you can use any one you want. I just think Bourneville has a better taste, and the cocoa powder I used was also Bourneville. So just like you did with the cake batter, just start mixing it and folding it all in together. So now we've got our 2 cake mixes, so this is what I'm going to use. I've got a nice silicone cake tin here, a loaf tin, sorry. And they work really well. I've made a point out, a lot of my stuff that I'm using now is silicone. Even my bread, I've got one for bread loaves, I've even got a pie one. It just works so much better. So with this one, I've just lightly greased the silicone loaf tin. And now we're going to start adding our cake mixture. So when you put it in, just do like I'm doing, just really dot it around. Be messy with it. If you're neat with it, you won't get the same thing. So just really go at it whichever way you want to do it. So once you've got all your cake mix in, then you can start with the marbling. Now I'm just going to use a wooden kebab skewer. I'm just going to move it around, but be careful not to overmix it. Just copy what I'm doing here. Now, as you see, I'm just moving it around gently, and you can see the chocolate and the white cake batter starting to mix and creating that marble effect. So when you've got this done, we're going to put this into our oven at 160 fan, 180 regular, gas smoke free for 45 to 50 minutes. But you want to start checking it after 30 minutes, just like this. Every oven's different. Everybody's loaf tin might be a different size. So this is why you want to check after 30 minutes. Mine took exactly 51 minutes and some seconds when I took it out. So once it's cool enough, take it out like that and get it onto a wire rack so it can completely cool. And then once it's cool, I'll cut the end off here just so you can see. And then you get that lovely marbling effect going through. And it's always better in the center as well, which you saw in the picture, and I'll bring it back up here again. And there you have that lovely marbled cake, and the orange really does come through and it makes it a really nice cake. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, especially if you make it. Let me know how you get on. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.